It's my pleasure to introduce to you our expert on showbiz, and I believe he's dressed in a very special way today. Please welcome Peter Ford. Jack Nicholson, eat your heart out.
It is the Joker. It's not Tammy Faye Baker.
No.
It's pathetic the things people will do for attention, isn't it?
You look wonderful. As I say, Jack Nicholson has nothing on you.
Well, I've got bat fever, Bert. I think everyone's starting to get it.
It's going to be the biggest thing, obviously, in cinema history, is it, Peter?
Oh, I think it is. It's breaking all the records in the States, and the hype and the merchandising that goes with it. I just saw myself. My new newspaper column starts this Sunday. I think my credibility is shot to hell.
No, it's good to do character
do you think
stuff.
So?
Yes, it'll help you no end.
Well, the merchandising, they expect $30 million worth of stuff to be sold here in Australia in the next couple of months. Now, I've got some of it here. Now, the thing is, a lot of the really... There's Batman there. There's some scenes from the movie, and I bet you this time next week when it opens, the queues will be just extraordinary. Over in the States, they were queuing up for half a mile. They had security guards and people were trying to get through side doors. It was unbelievable. And of course, Jack Nicholson is the Joker, and they say he'll get an Academy Award nomination for it. And Michael Keaton, who is best known for some of his comedy work, is Batman. But I've got to say, Nicholson just steals this movie. It really is his
He
movie.
also stole most of the profits, didn't he, Peter?
He did. Well, they're saying $60 million. It's not bad dough, is it, for one movie?
And they're already talking about, what, the next movie and the movie after that?
Yeah, well, the next one they reckon will have Cher as Catwoman, Danny DeVito as Penguin, and probably Michael J. Fox as Robin.
It sounds terrific.
It sounds great. I've got some of the merchandising here. Now, the really good stuff, the stuff that I think you're after for Matthew, is build your own bat cave in the bedroom.
Oh,
I mean,
wonderful,
imagine
yes.
that. Oh, it'd be terrific, wouldn't it?
Terrific.
And also the replicas of the bat car and blow-up bat boats. Now, that stuff has been delayed in China because they were putting it all into production to come out to coincide with the movie. But with all the drama over there about 8 weeks ago, it's all been delayed.
I don't think it would really worry a lot of parents if it stayed over there. I mean, thank God my daughter Lauren likes Bambi.
Oh, it's much softer. Well, here's some of the stuff. Now, of course, you've got your bat T-shirts. Now, what amazes me is the stuff, the price they're charging for this stuff. It's unbelievable. Grab a load of that one. That one's about $25. Now, some of the stuff that came out in the 60s when the TV series was on is now worth a fortune.
What else have you got?
If only I'd hung on to it, because I used to collect all the bat stuff.
Did you really?
Oh, I did. I was right into the whole thing. I watch it every night. The bat box. Now, this is the bat lunch box, plastic lunch box. What do you reckon that's worth?
Oh, $15?
Try $28.
$28?
$28 for that.
And how much have you got one that opens?
Don't break it. It's got to go back. They'll turn.
Does all the stuff have to go back?
It's got to go back.
That's what they think. Yeah,
Minotaur.
OK, righto.
Now, this is a whole collection of bat cards from the old chewing gum packets that came out in the 60s. There's
Having trouble, Peter?
Yes, a little bit of trouble with the gloves. There's 143 cards in that pack. Now, what do you reckon 143 chewing gum cards are worth? About $10?
Yeah.
Try 39.
Isn't that
grab
ridiculous?
you? Another T-shirt there. That one's a Joker T-shirt. They're good ones to collect. That's the entire collection. Somebody made a fortune on those. All the Batman comics are back out again, and also the Bat chewing gum.
I'm sorry, Peter. I do beg your pardon. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'll pick them up for you.
They've got to go back in numbered order too, Bert.
Do they really? You're going to have a very big afternoon, aren't you?
Now, there's the Bat chewing gum. Now, in there's 4 Bat cards, also a sticker, and a piece of chewing gum. What do you reckon a packet of chewing gum's worth?
I don't know.
$1.99?
Yeah.
Well, it is, I can promise you. And the kids are...
Sorry, I was trying to feature them. I could just keep that, couldn't I? They're not going to, report me and throw me in jail if I
Well, as long as
keep
we
that.
give a subtle mention to Minotaur Bookshop in Swanston Street.
Oh, I know all the people. They're lovely people.
You buy the Doctor Who stuff
I
there.
certainly
There's
do.
a Batman Thurbus. I'm getting bored with the Batman stuff.
Lovely.
There's no tags. So
Lovely stuff. Yeah, what else have we got,
That's
Peter?
it for the Batman.
Terrific.
I've been to see Dame Kiri Te Kanawa.
She was wonderful, I hear.
She was superb. I was a bit surprised, though. She's here in town, of course, to do La Boheme for the Victoria State Opera, in which she plays Mimi. And it's coming up on a simulcast soon, too, on August 30, so you can see it for nothing. And you can't buy a ticket anyway. It's completely sold out. But I thought the audience response was a little bit quiet on opening night, but they say Melbourne audiences do tend to be a bit reserved. But it really was sensational. I'm not a big opera buff. When I was growing up, I thought of opera as sort of fat old tarts with horns on their heads. But these days, of course... Well,
nice turn of phrase, yeah.
Well, Dame Kiri's not like that, of course. She's terrific. And now they have not the subtitles, but the surtitles on top. So you sit there and read what's happening, the translation, because it's in French anyway, so you can't understand it. So it's like watching SBS Live. It's terrific. So that's coming up.
If you've just tuned in, folks, Peter Ford hasn't been well.
Wasn't it sad to hear about Amanda Blake?
It certainly was, from Gunsmoke. Kitty, Miss Kitty.
People would know her as Miss Kitty. Now, there's some confusion about her age. I see the papers this morning are saying 58.
She'd be older than that.
Yeah, well, they say, I think 61, one of my books says, and I think that's probably closer to the truth. People may have seen her just a couple of weeks ago in the reunion movie that was made, the Gunsmoke reunion, and that came out and was shown on 7 actually about 8 weeks ago, and she still was holding up pretty well then.
Peter, thanks very much indeed for all the trouble you've gone to. You look terrific as the Joker. Batman, of course, is going to be the biggest thing ever, and I thank you for your report and look forward to talking to you next week.
See you, Bert.
Peter Ford, ladies and gentlemen.